Hi and welcome to my playhouse in Portugal, and today we're gonna be working a little bit on the pool project, which I have been doing absolutely nothing on. It feels like almost a year, so I'm carrying some stuff here. I should really have did that. I should have walked 2 times, but yeah, I'm lazy, so we're gonna see if we can't get that. Now I'm gonna have to put it down. Just take one of them. But the pool is right over here. It's not much of a pool yet, but the hope is that it's going to be. So right now the sun is over here. So I have some solar panels here from All Powers that we're gonna put up to get some sunlight. I could just pull an extension cord out the window, but what's the fun in that? So the pool has been getting some sun here, and we have all this crap around the thingy of it that I want to get rid of. So the idea, I don't know if you remember or if I've explained this, but this is gonna be an 8-sided pool. I'm making the bottom of it, what do you call that? I guess it's the bottom, and I'm putting some metal in it, and I also need to put a drain in it, and that's gonna come out somewhere over here where I have to dig by far the least amount of dirt out of there. Plus it would be very handy if the drain could drain by itself, so you could just open a tap and then the water would go away. So yeah, we need to do a little bit of work on this. I'm hoping not to have to take the metal up, because that was a real hassle to get down there. I still need some adjustment to it here and there, but yeah, if you see down here, you can see that a lot of crap has come in because I had stuff hanging over and thing has just been blowing in. So I'm gonna start by vacuum cleaning this, and this is why I'm bringing out the power station. Okay, I brought the power station down here with the solar panels where I want to put those up. I wonder if I should put it closer. I think the vacuum cleaner wire is very short, but I've cleared my land here. I spend a lot of time doing that. So vacuum lawnmower here and streamers over there, and it's been a lot of work streaming all of that. There's a couple of piles, one there and one there, that needs to go up into the big pile, but other than that I'm mostly done. Last year I burned my stuff up here. Next time I'm gonna burn it further away, so not because there was any danger, but because there's not as much to burn down here as there used to be. I've been taking out some of these plants along the way, so that there is less and less to get rid of. And up there's a way more, and also all the branches from this tree that I trimmed in a video about a pruning tool, which is still an amazing tool. So okay, I'm gonna set this up. Okay, this is a little bit embarrassing. Solar panels has this wire that lives in this bag on the back of the solar panels, and it has this XT60 connector here, which is normally great, but the inverter over here behind the weeds, it has an XT90 connector behind door number 1 down there, and I've just been looking in the electric room, or the ugly room as I also call it, searching for that cable. It must be here somewhere. Couldn't find it anywhere. When I remembered this magic compartment behind door number 2. So yeah, a little bit embarrassing there. So we're gonna put that back in. So very smart compartment if you remember that it's there. Otherwise you might feel stupid like me. We're up and going, getting in 150 watts of solar right now, and the power bank is at 71%. So yeah, not that long ago there was a huge power outage here in Portugal. Apparently it started in Spain, but more or less the whole of Portugal and Spain was without power for the most of the day, of a day. And yeah, if you've had one of these babies, you would almost not have noticed. So really should do a video about that someday. But when I couldn't find the cable, I picked up the vacuum cleaner. Don't want to go an extra trip. Okay, so I guess this wood that is in here was just meant to hold the insulation down, because, well, as you might know, insulation floats. So if the pool would see a lot of water, the insulation might float away. I didn't want that, so I'm gonna get rid of the wood. I'm gonna take the wood out again. Where to put it? Put it over here, and I don't have to walk as long. Okay, wood is out. It's pretty clear to see that the insulation has taken some color from the sun here. So yeah, I am negotiating what is quickest: vacuum around the rebar, or take the rebar out and put it in afterwards. I think it's gonna be the last one. Take the rebar out. And okay, that wasn't half as bad as I thought it would be. Now I can even have the camera down here. Cool. Okay, this should work. Power bank is 2400 watts and vacuum cleaner is 1200 watts. So let's see if it runs. It does. I was expecting it to, so yeah, I'll clean this place. And I'm cleaning out this stuff here so that the concrete will go down that way. Otherwise it's gonna be floating on crap. So yeah, that's why we're cleaning it. I'm a bit of a sucker for solar, so I have just vacuumed out the pool, but I want to see how much the vacuum cleaner actually uses. So I'll turn that on. So 13 watts. So I do believe this has about a 2 kilowatt hour battery bank. So it's nice to know that if there is a big power outage, you can still vacuum for a couple of hours if that's what you want to do with your time when there is no power. So yeah, it was at 71% when we started. It did charge a little bit and then I vacuumed, so I have vacuumed 10% of the power away. So and the pool looks a lot cleaner now. So yeah, there is that. So a lot of the top, the stuff on top was just dirt. So I don't think there's any benefit of me getting rid of any more of that. So the heck, could you get out of here? Guess that was a no. Okay, a pool needs a drain. This pool is sized after that I can just let out all the water when I leave, because I have a tendency to think that this pool, if I leave for 2 months, it will just be one big green mess of algae and whatever. So my plan is to, well, the plan was to not make it bigger than I could just let out all the water and not cry for too long about doing that. And the plan was to put the water out on the garden, so it would just seep down into the ground again. Yeah, it needs a drain to do that. Doesn't really matter which way the water goes out, but I was thinking that if this part of the pool is the lowest, and if I kind of use the wood that is level all the way around, so down here in this, I don't know if we can call that a corner, as there's 8 of them. There's of course going to be some blocks here. The wall is going to go up around that, and so the drain needs to be in a little bit, and it needs to kind of be somewhere that makes sense, like some centimeters and some centimeters to make it look good. But other than that, I think the height of it might be okay to be like there. Then some concrete. Well, it has to hide the, we have to hide all this mesh rebar thing in the bottom of the pool. And I do also think I want to tile the bottom, so I need a little bit for the tiles, and then the drain. So yeah, gotta figure this out. So the drain is like, looks like that, and there is some adapters to make the hose pipe smaller, just because they didn't have this big hose pipe where we were looking. So the decision was made to make that smaller. Doesn't really matter, but I think it's 40 millimeter out, and I guess this one is bigger. It doesn't say. They could have put that on here somewhere. That would have been a good little thing to tell us how many millimeters the outlet is. That wouldn't have been too much to ask, would it? So we need to put the drain in as well, and I have a little drain thing here. A wall will be going up around here when we have put the last pieces of the bottom in. So the drain has to be in a little bit to not be in the wall, which would be inconvenient. And I want, of course, I want this part of the pool to then be ever so slightly lower than everything else, and this drain does sit a bit lower than everything else, so we could kind of use that, meaning that the bottom of it wouldn't exactly be level. It would be slowly sliding towards this point, which I think would be okay-ish. Also, we need to leave a little bit of space for the tiling and stuff, so it's not that much. That's like 2.5 fingers wide. I guess the tiles will take up one finger, so it's not going to be that much of a leveling down. Okay, so we need a hole to go through the woodwork here. I might need to take a little bit of gravel or make a bigger hole in that pile over there. And so yeah, and I need to go and put the vacuum cleaner away and cool down for 5 minutes. It's blistering hot out here. Okay, I've cooled down a little bit. So the drain needs to go out that way, which means that there's a lot of dirt in the way, so we need to be chopping that away. It's too warm for that, but well, I guess there's not much of a choice there. But I will move the solar setup a bit, because that's gonna be dangerously close. So I'm just curious. Let's see how. Oh, we're at 65%, so it's charging, so that's good. It needs a good charge. Haven't had it up and running for approximately a year, so yeah, it's good to use it. This is the drain, the pipe and the adapters, and then it goes on to this blue pipe here, and that goes out through the wall. Actually, in this case, it goes through the floor. So yeah, it's gonna work very nicely, I think. I did make a little bit of a trench there for the pipe to go up. The blue pipe is bendable, it's a bit stiff, but yeah, we need to drill the hole for the pipe to go through the wood. And yeah, I luckily bought this set when I was doing my bathroom fan. I needed a set of thingies, and they go, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to find the right size here. It doesn't really say, but it says it on here, the different sizes. So we're gonna find something like 40 millimeter. This one is 32, so it's not big enough, but yeah, I'm sure the right one is right there, and we need to measure out where to put it. Here, I think I've lied to you. This is not 40 millimeters. I think it's 32 millimeters. That's embarrassing. So apparently this is 40 millimeter. Yeah, it's a 40 to 32 millimeter. Oh dear, I messed up, but it doesn't matter. But well, I lied. That's not good. So I have a 32 millimeter, and I don't think that is not going to be big enough to bring the pipe through the pipe. It's gonna be too tight a squeeze. It's not worth my effort. So I have a 36 millimeter. I think that will do just nicely. We'll drill a hole that big. So I have this, and my plan is that it's just gonna be sitting on the foam here. I need to glue the bottom in. That is a plug that you can move from here to there, depending on where you want the pipe to go out. So I want the hole in the wood to be ever so slightly lower than here. So when I put the pipe in, so the pipe don't go up but goes down, not as much as I'm showing, but just a little bit. So we're gonna lower it a little bit in this end. And as this is the adapter, I'm probably just gonna be lowering the amount of this lip on the adapter, something like that. So yes, underneath this thing, let's see if we can, if I put that there, now I can take the adapter out. Oh, and I put the vacuum cleaner away already. Ah, dang it. We don't like smoke in this heat. Funny enough, this wood seems to be wet inside. That's probably why the wood is warping so much, because it hasn't dried. Ow, ow. It gets really warm. It should be enough to go through there. And it was. Okay, we have moved inside on top of the washing machine work table. So I have this drain that needs to go in, and we need to glue this in place. So I take it out so you can see that can move if you want the drain to go straight down, or if you want it to go to the side. So, but we're going to the side, so I'm gonna glue this in the bottom, and I have this special PVU glue thing here that I paid way too much for. But yeah, bought it in one shop, and then we went to another shop and it was half the price. So annoying, but guess that's how it is sometimes. So yeah, it's just some nice stuff. Oh yeah, and it works very well in your nose. So let's just get it done. Get that in. There we are. So that's not gonna go anywhere, I guess. So that's that part. Going out the side. Then we need these pieces. So these adapters, they have like a little lip on the inside where the pipe is supposed to go up against. Both of them has that, and it's very important for me to put them in the right way. So yeah, let's get that on a show on the road as well. So just glue that and put that in. There. And naturally I got it on my hands, so we need to spread it out so I get all the poison equally. And then we need the next one to go in there, and the lip right there, and then push that in. And yep, we're good to go. And all the poison will be absorbed in my body, and I will live a couple of years shorter. Sucks to be me. So now this is not going anywhere. Too late to do anything about it, man. Okay, so we need the rebar back in the game. That one was in the bottom, but it was bowing all over the place, so I think we'll put that beneath the other one. Well, I forget. Okay, something like that. Put all the rebar back in. Missing a bit over here. I'm gonna make as if that isn't there, or actually I'm gonna pretend that that is there. But I do have some other stuff that needs to go in. I have prepared for this pool to be to have heating, so I have actually a underfloor heating pipe, underfloor electric heating thingy that I need to go around with here. But well, I can only do a little bit of work, then I have to go in and cool down again. I'm overheating here. Okay, so last time I was here, I thought I was gonna be working a whole lot, and then I went sick instead. So I had this shipped to here last time, and this is a 50-meter long electric heating wire, and I want to put this under the floor of the pool, concreted into the concrete, well, naturally. And yeah, let's just have a look at it. I'm gonna be installing a plug on it and make sure the bloody wire works before I concrete it in. So that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna take it out. And I've already been in here, removing my address here. So yeah, there is that. Paid 146.99 euros for this, so it's quite a lot of money. I don't know if this is a good idea. I also have an electric heating wire in my pool back in Denmark, and I do play around with it. But yeah, I thought we're insulating the pool in the bottom of it, so if I could heat it up a little bit. It's only 800 watts, but it means that I could put up a couple of solar panels to heat the pool. I don't know if it's necessary. Right now it's so warm outside that I would think that the pool would be just fine. But yeah, so the black wire is the 220 volts to connect directly to the grid or whatever. The red wire is the thing that heats up. So it's just a long resistor, really long resistor, and 800 watt. It's 50 meter long. 50 meter long resistor, 800 watts. So let me just connect this plug and we'll test it out, make sure that it gets warm. Okay, so I put the connector on, but before I go and connect it to anything, I want to make sure that there's nothing obviously wrong. So I have a multimeter here, and I'm just gonna measure the ohms. And it's about 70 ohms in that wire. And we're just gonna, let's see if I can get the beep thing. That's the beep thing. Gonna make sure that nothing is connected. So yeah, all is good. So I'm gonna go into the garden and I'm gonna test the heat thingy on the inverter out here, just to make sure that it works and it's charging in the sun here. Probably doing well. Oh, it's warm out here. So this should be a really simple resistant load. So we put that in. Oh, the box has got warm. There. Have to check. Okay, it's drawing 735 watts. So yep, and I feel it heating up. So that is good. And as it is on a spool here, I'm not gonna run it for long. Don't want it to overheat. So that's it. Good. just don't want to put all of that wire into concrete and find out that it didn't work. So, but it works. Okay, I'm sorry, but we're gonna end the video here because I've just been offloading the footage from the SD card, and I can see I've already recorded way too much. But I'm gonna continue this on Friday, where you get to see some more, and there is more to see. So I am preparing for Friday's video right there, and we could also just get a view of how it's going to be looking. So yeah, a little sneak peek there. But yeah, when you see this next video Friday, I'll be back in Denmark filling up the pool back there. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.